My name is Maticus Cortez, Maticus Cortez.
And why did you come to the big table?
I originally joined the big table after seeing some videos of Laurel on Instagram, and I knew that this was the solution I needed to attain the corporate structure that I knew was essential for building my business and taking it to the next level.
What is the most important lesson you learned during this session?
I would say the most important lesson I learned at this session of the big table is the fundamental difference between the management company and the operating company, and the differences between the two, especially at how that helps me as an entrepreneur.
What are your specific goals over the duration of your big table experience?
My specific goals over my journey here with the big table is to attain and complete that corporate structure. As I've been taught, it doesn't happen overnight, and it takes a group of different resources and people to help bring that together. So completing that and getting corporate structure set in place is my goal.
What does financial freedom mean to you?
Financial freedom to me means being able to have complete control over how, when, and with who I make money.
What have been your biggest financial challenges in wealth building up to this point?
I would say my biggest financial challenge that I've experienced is pricing. I had a very difficult time understanding the pricing that I should be labeling on my products and services early on, and have since been just wowed at how underpriced I was actually putting a lot of my products and services.
How do you feel the big table will help you most?
I feel the big table will help me most in that it helps to fill in the gaps of my talents. So I strive to be a creative problem solver in the digital space, but when it comes to bookkeeping and corporate structure and legal elements, that's where the big table has really helped me to round out my entrepreneurial journey.
Tell us your result. What's the win you got from being in the big table?
I would say a primary win of me joining the big table is being able to network with individuals that are so much better at elements of the entrepreneurial journey that I didn't even know existed, much less attempted to do myself.
What was it like before? What were you dealing with, and what was it costing you?
Before I joined the big table, it was a big unknown. I felt like there were no paths laid before me. I wasn't sure exactly how to progress further in the entrepreneurial journey. But since joining, I have now had a path set before me that I know I can follow. And it was costing me plenty of time and energy before I knew exactly where my path was developing and how I should move forward.
What did you find inside the big table that changed your life? A strategy, a person, a piece of advice. What flipped the switch?
So what changed for me after joining the big table was most definitely confidence. Confidence in knowing where my journey was going to progress. And I would say the most valuable feature or individual that I've made connections with is Eileen. Not only did she help me with credit health, but she, as my mentor, has guided me through so much of the entrepreneurial journey that, like I said before, I had no plan, no rhyme or reason. And so now the confidence I have built knowing exactly how my journey is going to progress has made the world of a difference.
How is the way you run your business or your life different now because of what you learned?
So one of the fundamental differences on how I've decided to change up my decision making is looking at everything from an entrepreneurial mindset versus a normal consumer mindset. How I spend money, where I spend my resources, how I decide to move forward with purchasing of assets. Everything now has come through a lens of corporate structure, where before that didn't even exist at all.
What's something you got from the big table that you didn't expect? Something beyond the headline result?
So one of the most unexpected wins of joining the big table has been the friendship, the networking, the connections. While I definitely have learned a lot about the entrepreneurial journey, corporate structure, I would say the connections I've made with individuals that aren't necessarily part of the business plan or my sequencing, the friendships that I've developed over the years have been invaluable.
Last one, give us a shameless plug for your business. What do you do and where can people find you?
I am the owner and operator of Maticus Media 360. You can find me at maticusmedia360.com, and I passionately assist others in being a consultant for all things AI. So whether you need someone to build a website, a custom software, or an AI automation, or you just need someone to consult you in the space and tell you how you should move forward, I'm always happy to help.